Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching. Before you do anything else, please like, subscribe, and share. And today we'll be talking about the movie Roma, and I had been anticipating this movie for a long time just because I've read and watched all the buzz around it, how the main character was cast and the light that this movie is shining on the indigenous people of Mexico. Now it's very shameful and very regrettable that a lot of people are shaming her, which I think is because people are jealous. She's in the cover of Vogue Mexico, she's everywhere in the media. And I think it's very cool, and I think it's about time that we represent beauty in all of the spectrums that it exists in. It's not just white, blonde hair, blue eyes to be beautiful. There's more to beauty. Beauty is very complex and it's found everywhere, and it's not just specific to one characteristic. So I love all the attention she's getting, and even all the hate she's getting is generating more attention towards her. So by all means, keep talking, right? I think it's shameful that people are expressing their negative comments towards her and her appearance. So the movie, back to the movie, I think the movie overall, it's a very beautiful movie. It's like when you read a beautiful piece of literature and you envision it, like this is a representation, I would assume, of a very beautiful piece of literature, one that you have to peel back the layers, where there's a lot of messages between the lines. I think there's a lot of metaphors in this movie. I think the movie is one giant metaphor, and I feel it's a movie that I have to rewatch again, just because there's so much and there's so many little nuances in the movie. When I first started watching it, I was completely like, oh my god, this intro was super long with the water. I'm like, enough. They should have left that towards the end. I think everything had its place, and I think that intro was long just because the work of a live-in housekeeper isn't arduous and long every day. And I think this movie kind of narrates, the day-to-day of these women who lived in these houses and cared for their children and cooked their meals and looked after them. I never knew where the movie was going. So it wasn't predictable, and I enjoyed that. I know it was black and white, and I guess it makes sense that it was black and white, but I would have loved to have seen it in color just because I feel it would have been a very colorful movie. I love the the little song bit of Juan Gabriel, No Tengo Dinero. I'm a huge Juan Gabriel fan, so I thought that was pretty neat. And when the guy's parking his car, so I'm like, wow, this is taking forever. Like, why put so much emphasis in like parking this car? But it all kind of unfolds throughout the movie. So I mean, a lot of things that you question kind of make sense, and then a lot of things that you question, you like, okay, what was that all about? Kind of like with the airplane always in the distant sky. I still don't know why that was. I'm sure there was a reason for it. I don't think it was just a mere coincidence. I don't think anything in this movie was mere coincidence. Now Fermin, when he's doing his little karate moves or whatever he's doing in the hotel, very nice body, Fermin. I wish I had that body and what dangled between his legs as well. I wasn't expecting Fermin to be a total douche. Like, I was really disappointed with Fermin, and I was also disappointed with what happens after she gives birth. I also thought it was funny that one of the scenes, there are two dogs fucking or having sex, pardon my French, which I thought was funny. So there's little bits of comedy in it as well. I also like that the guy who gives Cleo, the whereabouts of Fermin, his name is Ramon, mine is Ramon. Ramon helped out Cleo, and I probably would have helped her as well. What I don't understand, and I still don't, is like the violence and everything that was going on. I don't know much about Mexican history, so I think that's something that I need to research just so I can put the movie in historical context. But overall, I thought it was a beautiful movie. It's definitely one that you have to kind of be very attentive to watch, and it's something that you kind of have to decipher on its own, on your own time, the meaning of it. It's not just force-fed to you like a lot of movies are. It's right in your face, it's there, and it's apparent. But in this one, you have to do a little bit of searching. You kind of have to align yourself with each character and kind of like analyze, okay, why are they doing this, or why did this happen? I think it's a beautiful story. I love how the kids are so affectionate towards her. I was really hoping that was the case. I didn't want, because I thought, okay, she's taking care of someone's family, and kids are probably rude and condescending and things like that, and they weren't. I loved how they really loved Cleo. I loved how Cleo loved them. And another part in the movie that was very poignant was like when they're putting out the fire and the people are in the party, they're just there drinking their cigarettes. I mean, not drinking their cigarettes, drinking their wine, smoking the cigarettes, and let's help are the ones who are putting out the fire. And sometimes we start fires that we refuse to put out and others have to put out for you. I don't know, there's a lot of depth to this movie. I think it's a beautiful work of art. I really do. And I think you should watch it, and I think I'm going to do some research more about that era, that time, and kind of put everything to, like I said, historical perspective, and then watch it again. But anyway, tell me what you thought about it. Please watch all the other content in my channel, and until next time, adios y bye.